Hi, SPTV viewers. I'm here with Chancellor Gibson for an interview in his office. How great is that? How are
How,
you doing today, Chancellor?
very well, Florence. Always good to see you, and thanks for having me on your program.
Oh my God, of course. You're one of our favorite guests, our favorite of the channel.
Okay.
I gotta ask. I've been on a coffee kick recently. Where's your favorite place to get coffee on campus?
In the DUC. And I think that, and what's the name of it? Is it homegrown? Homegrown. And why that's a really good spot is you get a chance to see people and people watch and stop and engage with folks. So it's a great place to grab a cup of coffee or tea. My preference is tea.
Ah, tea. Do you have a favorite type of tea?
Chai or some type of herbal tea it tends to be what I go for.
That's a good choice.
Yes.
Definitely a good choice. All right, now back to the real question.
Sure.
So I don't want to say things are like completely normal, but since COVID has hit, we're now seeing live events back in person. I've seen you at quite a few. You were at the parade this past week,
Yes, that was
and I've seen you
awesome.
I've seen you at a few football games.
Yes.
Is there an event that's been your favorite so far, or an event maybe you're really looking forward to next semester?
So I enjoy any and every opportunity to get out and really meet members of our campus community. But if I had to say one that was really enjoyable, and that was a theater performance. It was one of the first nighters of the fall semester, and it was absolutely amazing.
UWSP has reached 70% vaccination records, which is absolutely wonderful for us
Isn't
to
that
hear.
incredible?
I know. I was so proud when I found that out. I've been vaccinated for a while, but
Yeah.
when we hit that number, it's definitely a good moment.
I was really proud of our students and
Yeah.
members of our university community. Their contributions is one step closer to helping us get this pandemic behind us. So really, really proud of each and every member of our community.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. However, I think we can both agree that COVID's not done. We're still
Oh,
wearing masks with a lot of precautions.
absolutely.
Even though we're in a state where COVID's a little more lax, what's some advice you'd give to students or something that you think the community should still keep in mind?
So, certainly within Portage County, Wood County, Marathon County, the infection and transmission rates are still high. So, while it may appear as though we're returning to some sense of normalcy, I would encourage for folks to continue to practice healthy and safe behaviors. Because as you just shared, this pandemic is still upon us.
Absolutely. I definitely agree there. Besides that, you've been here. This is your second full semester. We're wrapping up here shortly.
Yes.
How have you seen your goals come to fruition so far? Have your plans around your goals changed at all?
Now, so I wouldn't say that they've changed, but we've been able to move forward with some progress. You may recall that I introduced three imperatives that I believe was important to moving the university forward. The first was academic excellence. The second was inclusive excellence. The third is enrollment and growth. And so some of the progress that has been made is relative to inclusive excellence. We're in the process of launching, hopefully sometime in the spring semester, an inclusive leader institute that will help educate our campus community on issues of oppression, equity, and belonging. So I really think it's going to be a great resource for our campus community surrounding the issue of enrollment and growth. Part of the focus there is to ensure that we're doing things that will increase our institutional profile. So I believe that in order to increase our profile nationally, we need to start locally. So you may have noted some of the branded pointer street signs that helps to define our campus community. So that was really intentional and in keeping with building our brand, raising awareness locally, and connecting it to other efforts that we're pursuing to raise our profile nationally. Regarding academic excellence, there's significant discussions that are currently occurring about what opportunities might there be to pursue additional graduate programs at the institution. So that certainly aligns extremely well with academic excellence. So we're seeing a number of different good energies and good discussion around how might we advance these three imperatives.
Oh, okay, so that's really great to hear. Is there a specific goal that you think UWSP has taken on really well, or one that you think UWSP is going to adapt to really well?
Sure. So I've been communicating quite regularly and frequently around this goal of helping more students succeed. And what I mean by that is, as an institution, that we're being more intentional in supporting student retention and persistence at the institution. So I've reimagined our university's cabinet and the focus of the work that we do together to move the institution forward. So this past fall semester, we've largely spent all of our meetings discussing how do we help more students succeed at this institution. How do we identify early barriers that may impede student success? And I've really just been thrilled that so many folks around that table had been contributing various ideas and strategies regarding how might we help more students succeed.
So it was announced that we're tearing down Albertson Hall in the
Yes,
fall of 2022. Is that correct?
that is correct. And
Uh,
no, go
yeah.
ahead.
Okay. So Sunset is coming down, and we're getting a brand new building. Unfortunately, I won't be here. I'll have graduated by then. But what resource are you really looking forward to bringing to students with this new building?
Sure. So Albertson Hall is more than a library, right? So I'm really looking forward to bringing in all of those academic support services, so where students will have an opportunity to have a space that will be an academic destination for them. I'm really imagining Albertson Hall to be this academic hub, if you will, an ecosystem of student success. So the writing center, the tutoring center, disability services, all of these support services that will be helpful to students as they pursue their studies at the institution. So I'm really thinking of and imagining Albertson Hall again to be this ecosystem. So it's not just one particular resource or office, it's all of these collective offices working together to help more students succeed.
So moving on, we've seen quite a few protests on campus regarding divestment and clean energy.
Mhm.
As you may know, kind of talked about it last semester,
Yes.
but the UW system invests a lot of money into fossil fuels and non-renewable resources. That is not specifically a UWSP issue, but if that's something that's on your radar and if that's something you're looking to change on your level.
Sure. So I wasn't aware of this until last year when we had this conversation. So I did have an opportunity to educate myself, if you will, on the matter. But I'm pleased to share that some of the good work that we're doing to be a clean and a renewable and sustainable campus, such as our use of electric vehicles for a lot of our facilities, transportation needs, and our goal to be carbon neutral by 2050. And I don't know if you are aware of the vast majority of our residence halls. There are solar panels atop of them, which allows us to preheat domestic water within the residence halls. And you know that we have a significant identity surrounding sustainability and conservation. So these are actually practices that are in place here and that we live each and every day. So I'm proud of the work that we're doing as an institution, and that's where my focus is on the things that I can influence and support here at UW Stevens Point.
Absolutely, I think that makes a lot of sense. Starting local and then, as
Yes.
like you mentioned that earlier, being local and then working bigger
Yes.
if you have the opportunity to.
Mhm.
So Nate asked you this last semester and he interviewed you, but I'm really interested to see if your answer has changed. What are you most looking forward to these next few semesters?
That's a really good question. I think some of the excitement and bringing new programs, services, and activities, and expanding the base of students who we attract at the institution. That's what I'm most looking forward to. That's what's most exciting. The prospects of quite possibly recruiting more adult students or greater racial and ethnic diverse students to the institution, and what types of new degree programs that would align with workforce demands. How can we continue to engage our campus community across all of our communities in Marshville, Wausau, and here in Stevens Point. So those things are really, really exciting, and it's what keeps me energized, if you will, in doing this work.
Absolutely, that sounds really great. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the students of UWSP in terms of advice for the next few semesters, or general, just anything?
Sure. So I know that the past 18 months or so have been challenging for students on a number of different fronts, but our students are resilient, they're talented, and they're hardworking. And I want them to know that they're not in this alone. So if they ever need any additional support, reach out to the resources that are here on campus. Reach out and rely on a peer. If there's ever anything that I can do personally, reach out to me. I want to know how I might be helpful to each of them as well. So I want to wish them a happy holiday. I hope that they finish the semester off strong, because final exams are nearing, and I look forward to seeing them back on campus in the spring.
Definitely, I definitely agree. As a student of UWSP, we are hardworking.
Yes,
Me
you are.
especially. Well,
Right.
thank you so much for being on our show this week and letting us come into your office and interview you. It's been really great having you.
Absolutely.
And if you want more SPTV content, make sure you check out our YouTube channel and check us out on social media. This has been Florence Anderson with Chancellor Gibson. Happy holidays, SPT viewers.
Go Point.
Well done.